It is time. For those who are familiar with how we do these, we've only done one before. So if you weren't there for that one, awesome, Shock. Good man. Good on you. If you... words... If you were there for the last one, you know how we're going to do it. We're going to watch it full time. My name John. Your name John. We're going to watch it one full time, full speed, all that good stuff. And then we're going to admire it for as it is. And then afterward, we are going to go frame for frame and try and see what we get. Now, this is a 6-minute video. So we're going to be putting time into this. This trailer was my everything because it confirmed one thing that you guys were trying to tell me might have been cut, and I wasn't having it from you guys. I wasn't taking it. And it showed some things that I actually got to see prior. I'm not going to tell you which things I did see, but we're going to go into it. So, at full speed, with no stops, we're going to watch it right now. I'm going to probably try and kill my Steam, to be honest. Let me do that real quick. I'll also be able to use this Be Right Back marker as kind of a point to where I know where to clip this. So, one moment. Don't give a fuck about your monster world. Don't disturb me. We're back. Are you all ready, though? Are you ready for this? I was so fucking busy today, I only got to see it twice. So this will be my 3rd time viewing it. I just want to make sure you're ready, because I'm hardly ready. I think I've stalled enough. Let's get into it.
They'll probably hang you, buddy.
You coming, buddy?
In the late 1800s, America was evolving, on its way to becoming the most powerful country in the world. New immigrants arrived, thriving outposts became towns, and civilization was spreading rapidly into the huge, wild, and lawless frontier. With Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar Games aims to create a living world that's not simply open, but deeper.
Come on, pretty boy.
More interactive and detailed than ever.
Pretty boy? You're kidding.
Combining action, storytelling,
We need to get those people warm and fed.
and gameplay in new ways. As you live, ride, and fight to survive as an outlaw in a notorious gang.
As long as we get paid or you get shot, I'm happy.
The game is an attempt to capture this pivotal moment when the age of outlaws was ending and the modern world was born. There is a huge world to explore, set across a range of America's heartland and frontier. From harsh mountain trails and dense forests to untamed swamplands and sweeping deserts, rugged livestock towns to modernizing cities and much more. All populated with a diverse cast of characters from turn-of-the-century life.
Now shoo, please. I'm waiting for someone interesting to turn up.
You play as Arthur Morgan, a trusted senior gun in the Vanderling gang, a band of outlaws and outcasts on the run from the pressures of civilized life.
We're gonna borrow a little money from old Uncle Sam and be out of his hair once and for all.
Each time they're forced to flee an area, the gang sets up a camp as a base. This is where gang members eat, sleep, perform chores, play games, and share stories.
Anyway, I got caught by some hill country sheriff stealing a chicken, I think it was, and he decided I was going to be hanged for it.
These are the people Arthur calls family, and you will get to know each gang member over the course of the game.
So, you save the silly bastard's life, and you and him go robbing sheep.
Helping the camp with food and supplies will keep morale high, while spending time with other gang members can reveal new secrets, fun things to do, and opportunities for mischief.
How about you and me go and redistribute some property?
In and out of camp, the world is alive and responds to the player.
Well, ain't this a rare treat?
And your guns aren't the only way to interact with the environment. Call out to a passing rider.
That's a nice horse.
Talk yourself into trouble with a local tough guy.
Clear out.
Or out of trouble with a town sheriff. Or intimidate a witness into silence, and more.
Keep your mouth shut, or you're dead, friend.
You don't want to involve yourself with this.
Confrontations can be escalated or diffused.
Take it easy. Do what you want. I don't care.
You can form friendships.
God, you did it.
Or make enemies as you choose.
You killed my cousin, you sick son of a bitch!
Your actions have consequences, and it's up to you to decide just how honorable Arthur is.
Should I have killed you, Jimmy Brooks?
Me?
Shooting and fighting have both been radically improved to make combat deep and engaging at all times. Each weapon has unique characteristics, with realistic reload and recoil that always keeps the player grounded and connected to the action in a gunfight. In a similar way, the bond with your horse is crucial and changes based on your treatment of the animal.
Hold still, girl.
Some breeds are better suited for certain tasks.
I got a fella been looking for a decent workhorse like this for a while.
Your saddle and saddlebags can store extra weapons, along with supplies and animal carcasses that you pick up while out roaming or hunting. Over time, the bond between you and your horse will grow, making them easier to control in tense situations.
Yeah, he's a great horse, aside from when the devil got him.
A rich and varied ecosystem thrives in the world, full of predators, prey, and scavengers, all smart and sometimes deadly.
You want to come with me? I'll show you how we hunt one.
Hunting helps the camp or earns you money. Wound an animal and you'll have to track them down. Animal pelts and other items you find can be traded for cash to use at general stores, gunsmiths, saloons, and elsewhere.
This is God's own country, and I feel I'm in purgatory.
This is a world that is rich in depth and detail, all designed to be explored on horseback or on foot. As you live the fateful journey of a gang of outlaws on the run across America. In the next gameplay video, we'll look at missions, activities, enemy gangs, robberies, other things to do, and much more, including the evolution of sharpshooting using the Deadeye system.
Holy shit! As you know, you already knew if this was a gameplay trailer, the entirety of that video was captured entirely from in-game footage. All of it. It was all in-game, that was all actually playing that shit. Oh my fucking god. Let's spin the clock back, because now we're gonna get into it. We're gonna go frame for frame and look for things. Get into it. We'll have a good time. And if you see something I don't, say it. That's your rule. That is your job as a chat. If you see something I do not, you do it. Just to reset, thank you for joining me. And if you weren't here prior, welcome. We are going to go down, frame for frame, Red Dead Redemption 2's new official gameplay video. 6 minutes of absolute glory that has been everything I've hoped for. Some things I've seen already. Some things we're going to see that are new, and some rumors have been confirmed, and some rumors have been squashed, all in this video. We're going to take as in-depth a look as I can at it. We're going to be looking video detective hype poo indeed, Mr. Rhythm. We're going through all of it. We're going to be looking for changes, enhancements, requests that were honored. We're going to get into it. So here we are. Welcome. Let's get into it. That's nothing new.
They'll probably hang
What can you get from this? A, the level of detail in there is absolutely gorgeous. Look at it. Off the bat, Rockstar is a very good way of immersing you and putting you in there. And I feel like I am in that room right now in a video game. And that is not something people just simply do. We're moving on, because we got a lot of trailer to cover.
You, buddy.
You coming, buddy?
Found Dutch. As you can see, our good pal Arthur Morgan has a very nice coif going on. He's very well groomed. Just a regular old gentleman, except he's a stone cold criminal. Got some humor in there. We get some humor out of all the Rockstar games, and there's just a little tongue-in-cheek boosh, buddy.
In the late 1800s, America was evolving.
We're here. This looks to be a town. No shit, Craig. We're moving. We have a lot of people. This is either a posse. I see Arthur's up front. There's Dutch, it looks like behind him. Struggling to see John. But we see a lot of John in this gameplay video. So I'm looking around, look at the sign, see if we can't get a staple, something, groceries, gray way in the back, dry goods, and some groceries. Not seeing a town name. I do see a statue back there. Maybe that will help later on. Our posse's riding out of town, and it's a nice town. Not all deserty. It's somewhere between developed like Blackwater and undeveloped like some others. So keep going.
On its way to becoming the most powerful country.
Southern and Eastern Railway. We got our bridges, our woodlands. That's awesome. Not much to say. We got some wildlife up there. One thing that I saw, everything we can credit to them with, they pay attention to the details in this one. Be on the lookout for wildlife, and even in barren areas, it seems like there's some form of life and atmosphere to it. Atmospheric is the word of the day for Rockstar. Well done, Rockstar.
In the world, new immigrants arrive.
Top. I'm assuming that's a hotel. Can't tell what kind. We're going to move left to right on this one. Some folks, the towns are already a lot more populated than they were in Red Dead Redemption due to the advances in our, console technology. Is that a bunny? A bunny down there? Or is that just something and I'm fucking nuts? Who knows? Carriages. You see people have the ability to wear a lot more different clothing. That's cool. This is some kind of little town. Is that a mining? Is that like a help me out, someone. Anyway, we're in the area of the game that I'm going to love because I love this atmosphere, these tall trees, like tall trees in Red Dead Redemption. Interactions, people are actually able to touch and interact with one another on a personal level. What's this I spot? Is this a kid? Is this a kid in a Rockstar game? What is that? Look at that, guys. Holy shit. That's a children. The only child we really had in the first Red Dead Redemption was Jack, who was grown, man. He was grown and all that stuff, and he was you only really saw him around the safe place. We got a kid right here in town. Looks like two. That, looking at height, that looks like a slightly more grown child. Okay, children. I'm not seeing anything else other than a lovely atmosphere of this general store. Got some Manzanita Post vibes there. Keep going.
Thriving outposts became towns.
We're back. Saloon. This is a little less developed. It looks like it's getting there. Paper boy. Child. People riding on the backs of carts. We had that. Weapons sold. Best quality. Guns in state. I don't know. Is that true? Because that's on a little wooden board. Stage coaches. Oh, knew those are in there. Like another one near the Manzanita kind of tall treesy place. Guys smoking. That's really all I can get from this one. One of those, Lord Rhythm. Some kind of don't even know how to say that. Aqueduct? Hello everyone, every now and again Greg can't English. Moving on.
And civilization was spreading rapidly into the huge...
This is one of the few times we've really got a plains look. Most of them we've kind of seen some heavy vegetation. So deserty and I guess what would you call this? Plains, they're still around. They're still very full of life. We got birds everywhere. I mean, so far we just see birds, but that beats nothing. Everything, no matter how barren it is, still somehow has some kind of atmosphere to it. Hey, what do you say? Now let's take a look.
Huge, wild, and lawless frontier. With Red Dead...
Holy horse details, Batman, and Arthur looks like he has a cold. He just does not look happy, does he? You can see the veins on that horse. You can see its fucking anatomy. For a game in a Western, they know they have to pay attention to their horses. And they did. Look at that. Look at that steed. Once again, we're in a mountainous region. Not seeing anything else outside of that. Let's keep going. We're 35 seconds into a 6-minute video. I'm trying.
Redemption 2. Rockstar Games...
Holy fucking shit. Atmosphere. Atmosphere. We have the birds. Look at that sight line. Look at that sight line. We can see everything. He's in a mountainous region. He's obviously high up right now. We have some fog. We have some God rays. And we have this giant mountainous snowy region that we're just looking at. This game is going to be beautiful. That's one thing I saw in my earlier gameplay. This game is gorgeous. It's amazing. This is just one of the many vistas, many sights you're going to see. You can see everything too in relatively reasonable detail. You can see the pine trees back there. You can see them dotted along the ridgeline. You got awesome sight lines. Looks like maybe a building down there too.
Aims to create a...
Oh yeah, as we go around, building, definitely. Maybe a little town, maybe a barn.
It's not
Wowee.
simply open.
Glass shards. He's fallen. I know, you're like, Craig, come on. But more than we got.
But deeper.
He's in the mud. Look, he rolls in the mud. Muddy clothes. Look at that. Enough details. I think in GTA we saw a very early kind of that where, and even in Red Dead Redemption, where they submerge themselves in water and only those bits were actually in water. We have that with mud now. There's raindrops. I'll play some more of this. There's steps, there's cart tracks, all of this in mud and raindrops. Watch.
And detailed than ever.
Really, boy?
Fighting.
Combining action.
Fighting looks cool and also a little scary. Also a little scary before we go on. Back just a hair. Just a hair. Boosh. Fighting. He was in a saloon of some type. He's hanging out. Church down the street. Looks like a different town. And obviously people are going to come check it out. Big, bad motherfucker just threw us out. Mini-map. Look at the mini-map right now. I'm seeing some blips. Some X's. Not sure the details behind that. And it looks like the minimap is taking a very minimalist point of view. It does not crowd your screen. And it also isn't too rife with all this stuff. They made the north, the south, the east, the west, the compass, and everything else. The colors, very minimalist. It's not trying to get in your way. It looks like Rockstar is trying to immerse us once more in all of this good stuff. So pay attention to the raindrops, pay attention to the mud, and pay attention to the kind of complex fighting that's going on here. Take a look.
Combining action.
Grapples thrown around.
Storytelling.
Cool stuff. Now, dead opposite. The priest is coming to check it out. Who's fighting on my holy land? Now, let's take the dead opposite of what we just saw. It's a blizzard. It's snowy. Lanterns. We have great shadowing along here. I actually did it. All very atmospheric. Minimap X's are recent deaths in GTA 5. That's not good. So maybe he had a little more than he bargained for in that tavern. Someone just said, fuck you, Arthur. Throwing you out. Let's keep going.
We need to get those people.
I can't help it. Immediate stop. Look at this. You're in it. It is foggy as shit. The light of the lanterns are playing off the fog. And they're also being... The lighting effect is amazing. Also, the storytelling. When I'm in this and when I see this scene, I'm sitting here like, I feel the sense of urgency. This blizzard, or this, I don't know, heavy snow, if you will, feels real. Snow on an atmospheric and in-depth level where it's actually fucking up your visibility. Hey, Borf, how you doing? Let's keep moving.
Keep them warm and fed.
And gameplay in new ways.
Okay, we just saw some good stuff. Looked like a cinematic before this.
As you live,
Deadeye,
thrive,
hit
and
markers.
fight to survive. As an
I don't have much to say about that. The lighting was amazing. We saw our Deadeye. There's hit markers in this game. I don't know if there were hit markers in Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't remember, to be honest. I think the screen just went boom for a moment, kind of zoomed in, zoomed out real quick when you killed someone. Surely rusty tires snow. Yeah. All right, there's that church again. So I think we're back in this town where we were just in a bar brawl. We see our boy Arthur. We see Bill Williamson, who takes a very big role in here. I forget her name. I feel bad. I just forget her name. So if anyone remembers it or anyone has a better memory than me, help me out with her name. I forget it. But it looks like we're back in that town.
outlaw in a notorious gang.
As long as we get paid, or...
Once again, very atmospheric. Looks to be the evening. We have Arthur, Bill Williamson, and an individual. I'm not sure of his ethnicity at this point in time, but I know he's the one who helps Arthur hunt, or teaches him how to properly hunt. Is he Native American? I'm not sure. Not entirely. I don't got you that. We have a very good detail to all the characters. Everyone looks like they're their own person, as we do in real life. That's kind of cool. I don't feel like we're all just working off a template. I dig that. Moving on.
You get shot, I'm happy.
Yeah, fuck you, Bill Williamson. Get shot. Boosh. It's time.
The game is an attempt to...
Holy fucking shit. Look at this. Wildlife, the way they did the wildlife plays off one another. In this atmosphere. Once again, I said it's our word of the day for a good reason. Atmosphere, Jesus. Look at that.
To capture this pivotal moment, when the age of outlaws was ending...
That doesn't do much for us. We see this amazing detail around the actual wildlife. He's got a nice little fur coat on. He looks like a smooth criminal.
And the modern world...
Ooh! We have our birds, smoke. They've done really good, as weird and random as it sounds, they've done really good with smoke. That's all I got. They did smoke just very well. They probably use the same atmosphere they're using for the fog and stuff, and they're just like blacking up that shit, motherfucker.
World was born.
Train.
There is a huge world to explore.
Good use of
Some
God
across a
rays
range
and
of
wildlife,
America's
and
heartland
we have
and
plain land.
frontier.
This is one of my favorite shots in the entire trailer. This takes us back to our tall trees, our mountainous region. It's all very alive. The water looks perfect. Borf says I'll be in the forest like 99% of the time. Me too. That is my place. That is my place of solitude and happiness and personal satisfaction. I'll be around here a lot. Will I go to the desert? No. You gotta do it to beat the game. No. No.
From harsh mountain trails and dense forests.
Holy shit. Once again, we have that sightlines just back there. It's alright. I see a little guy down here. Who's this? Who are you? Very thick vegetation. I think they're taking notes here from other games. I think one of the games I can give kudos for really getting an open world well is Horizon Zero Dawn. In my opinion, did a very good job with taking an open world and making it very lively. I didn't play it a whole lot, but Horizon Zero Dawn did a good job of making a giant world lively and kind of immersive. So maybe they took some notes. Rockstar's always learning, and they're always kicking ass in the end of the day.
To untamed swamplands.
This looks cool and also spooky as shit. I hope there's some kind of ghost Easter egg in here. It's a fucking thick-ass swampland. But it's all very atmospheric. When you get here, when you see this, you go, ooh, this kind of gives me the creeps. Just a bit, or am I crazy? You guys tell me.
And sweeping deserts.
Also, extra note of that, before I go on to this desert scene, which is also very important, you can lead your horse around. Your horse is your everything. And now instead of just riding him around and whistling for him, you can't just go, obviously that wasn't an actual whistle, I didn't want to blow your eardrums out, but when you whistle for him, like in Red Dead Redemption, he can be across the fucking map and he'll appear. This horse is static when you are not with him. If you leave him somewhere, that is where he is. If you whistle and you're across the map, he's where you left him, bub. Sorry. So now you can just lead him around in the thick marshlands, things that he doesn't want to do. Develop a bond, develop trust. Are they doing that why'd I say it like that? Zombie campaign again? It'd be cool as shit. It'd be cool as shit if they did another Undead Nightmare. So, while I have this on a freeze frame, in the previous trailers, we didn't see much of a desert. We just didn't. There wasn't much of a desert in there. We saw this thick vegetation, these grasslands, these plains. We never saw the desert. It's still here, guys. Look, even something as barren as a desert, they have made rife with life and atmosphere. We have our cacti. We have this lizard motherfucker doing things. We have birds scavenging. Our very trademark cow skull. The desert's still here, people.
Rugged livestock towns.
You bet your fucking ass you're going to be herding some cows in this game still, and you're going to hate your life. Herding cows sucked ass. If there's anything, for the love of God, Rockstar, if you ever see this when I publish it on YouTube, please make herding of cattle less of a headache. Make it fun somehow. You made your cattle assholes, and it sucked. That's the only gripe I had of all of Red Dead Redemption. You even made it a multiplayer mission. Make herding great again. That's not derivative of a Trump statement. Just make herding great again. Because I'm sure it was good at some point. And we just lost our way. Make herding great again. We look to be in some kind of town. No shit, Craig. I know. A farming-based town. We have a lot of wildlife, a lot of pens, cattle, no shit. And is that Arthur down there herding them? I can't really see from this angle. We'll play it and see. We got wells. We got all sorts of stuff. Just looks like a herding equals hurting. Forward.
To modernizing city.
Holy shit. Look at the atmosphere. This is Blackwater. That's the theater. There should be a saloon down here if we're still going by it. Blackwater at night. That ASMR. I hope this didn't give you ASMR, because I was complaining. So, onward. Holy shit, the Imperial Theater. It's all lit up. It looks crazy. There's life. Blackwater does not feel like the most civilized town in here that didn't have a lot of life to it. It was like, okay, yeah, sure, they did good. It was still one of the most populated areas in Red Dead Redemption. The first one, but it also didn't have a life to it, and that was just because of game restrictions, console restrictions. That was back on the Xbox 360, partner. So, amazing, atmospheric, cool. I can see myself chilling out here.
And much more.
We have beggars, we have sweepers. We have all classes of life. We have our Gentile ladies. We have a beggar. We have a worker, someone who's sweeping. Oh shit, Greg. Imperial Theater. Picture advertisements, theater goers. We have all walks of life in this one shot, and it is truly breathtaking. Blackwater isn't a town where I feel like slaughtering the entire population now. Thank you, Borf. They might still all be pretentious, though, so don't sell on that just yet.
All populated.
I see a gunsmith, I see a carriage, I see a guy with a crutch. How often do you see guys with crutches? How often do you see guys with visible disabilities in games?
with a diverse cast of characters.
I'll leave it at that. What the hell is that? Is that some kind of oil well? Maybe. Cool.
Characters from turn-of-the-century life.
Electricity. I'm sure some kind of experiment. Someone probably knows more about this scene than I do in terms of history, but electricity and stuff. Let's look behind us. We have a very tall white building here. Some very developed fences. This is definitely in Blackwater or somewhere as equally developed as Blackwater. It would make no sense for a town to be more developed than Blackwater if it's a prequel. And Blackwater was kind of the stable Red Dead Redemption 2. But I'm not going to say a damn word because, hey, you never know. Fuck this guy.
Now shoo, please.
Are we in some kind of bordello or am I assuming things? She looks dressed like, Smoking a lot. We have our fancy, I'm a fancy person. I don't even know what they're called. As far as I'm concerned, it's a cigarette extender. That is the Craig word for it, a cigarette extender. And she ain't having none of Arthur's shit, but a very nice place. Very lavish.
Please. I'm waiting for someone interesting to turn up.
The facial, if I don't know if anyone was looking at her face, maybe one more time. Watch her face. It reminds me of L.A. Noire.
Now shoo, please. I'm waiting for someone interesting to turn up.
I don't know if anyone felt that. Oh, cool. Perfect. Just in time. We have Schubert's. Schubert's and Son. Schubert for rugs. We have rugs and fabric. Fabric store apartments. We're starting to see that your space is limited. Space is very limited in terms of what you can do. You can have a gun over your shoulder, holster, something's in his hand right now. The biggest thing about Red Dead Redemption 2, that's just something to make cigarettes classy. Yes, the cigarette extender. Le cigarette extender. Moving on to different outfits, as we've already established. It's slung over his shoulder. The biggest thing about this was making things realistic. Red Dead Redemption 2 and Rockstar are finally saying, hey, you're just pulling guns out of your ass now. They're going, we're not going to do that. We're going to make it a little more realistic. Full support. You have my full support. Let's keep going.
You play as Arthur Morgan.
He never looks happy, does he? So there's an inn behind him. More stuff. People. Upset Arthur. That's the new meme. Upset Arthur. Angry Arthur. I don't know. Details to the clothes. Look, there's wear and tear. This is not a seamless model. That is just amazing. And everything's immaculate. Like GTA Online, nothing's like really, unless it's purposefully worn down or wrinkled up. You're seeing that there's stuff going on. Is this dynamic? I don't know. Can I buy this new? And it... I want to do that. Anyhow. Yeah, we got bags. We got slings for holster, or slings for guns and all this stuff. And he's probably upset because all this shit weighs a ton.
A trusted senior gun in the Vanderling gang. A band of outlaws.
Dutch Arthur.
And outcasts.
John. Hey, John. How you doing, buddy? I still love you. You're my favorite. Arthur can be awesome as shit. I'll still love you, John.
On the run from the pressures of civilized life.
Cool grasslands, back in the tall trees. Hold on. John. I don't see Arthur. I see Bill. I see that guy that we've seen in previous trailers. Where's Arthur?
His hair once.
There he is. Holy atmosphere, Batman. Make Arthur happy again. We'll see. Atmosphere out the ass. We have a mix. We have this very rocky, mountainous region. We have the water. And here we get to see, I've already told you about it, we get to see the basis of the game. The gang is on the run from the law of the Pinkertons. And they are constantly having to move and keep on the move or fear being caught and taken out. So I'm sure this is a convoy This is a mechanic that you will have to do from time to time to keep moving throughout the game. I'm assuming this is kind of like story progression. You go, okay, I think we've gotten all the money and we've exploited this place. Yeah, the banjo, the music does make the moment. We're not in a civilized town anymore. We now have to rely on the portable instruments. They did good with that. I think they put that kind of thought in there. So we're capturing one of the moves.
Each time they're forced to flee an area, the gang sets up a camp as a base. This is where gang members eat, sleep,
Setting up
perform
details,
chores,
pouring
play
things, feeding
games,
chickens. Hold on. This is a nice scene, ain't it? We get to see a bit of Red Dead's UI. I enjoyed the shit out of some poker back in the day. I miss their card games. I would play Red Dead Redemption 2 tonight, or the first Red Dead Redemption tonight, just to do some blackjack and relax and enjoy it. But I don't know if I can go back to Red Dead Redemption again after seeing all of this. He's called. You've raised Willie, or Uncle. Hey, by the way, hi, Uncle. If you didn't see that yet, go to Uncle. We have some kind of phonograph here. So there's going to be music. We have tints. You have this mobile base of operations to modernize, to use modern terms. The ragtag way to put it is your gang's on the run and you're fucking setting up whatever the hell you can. The pot also, this is obviously, we're not playing for keeps here. Couple cents and $1. Which means, A, they've worked with what was reasonable for the time. And B, hey, I'm not trying to empty your ass out. Your cards, community cards, I'm not sure what that means. Community or community, you know? Skip yourself, auto bet. It's about it. So we're working with cents. It's a game for fun, I reckon. Jack, King, King, 3. So your stuff's going to be up here.
And share stories.
Anyway, I got caught by some hill country sheriff stealing a chicken, I think it.
Arthur, Uncle, John, that guy. Don't know his name yet. We're going to get there. This, if you played Red Dead Redemption, you know this was kind of a cool little thing. You didn't have a camp, but you could stumble upon camps while you were making your way through objectives or doing what have you. And kind of listen to people's stories. They all had little stories to share, and you could take that time to rest by the campfire, socialize a bit. It was cool. It was a nice touch. I remember the first time I came upon one of these. It was 3 a.m. I was just like, this is nice. I fell asleep during it. Not that it was a bad story. I was just really tired. Moving on.
It was, and he decided I was going to be hanged for it.
These are the people.
How cool is this atmosphere? This is awesome. It feels like a family. I see a cigar there. Dutch, I hope you're sharing because I like cigars. John, having a good old time. How many times have you seen John smile? That guy's having a good time. That guy's playing a banjo. That looks like some kind of interesting individual as well as that. Don't know who these people are. Keep going through the frame.
Arthur calls family. And you will
Hold
get
on.
to know each.
Hold on. Uncle, Arthur, person we don't know, person we know but don't, person we know but don't. John back there. Is that little Jack? Is that little Jack right there? Is that Abigail behind him? That would be super cool. I can't say anything.
Gang member.
But that would
over
be
the
super cool.
course of the game.
We know it's now a younger John. By the way, younger John is bae. I'm gonna say right now, I think we got good old Jackie boy.
So.
I was trying to look for back, damn you.
Arthur calls family. And
Oh, damn it, we had a
you will get
perfect
to
shot.
know
I think we got an Abby there. If that's Jackie boys, that'd definitely be Abby. Holy shit. And I love this. Let me get to you for a moment. These are a bunch of outlaws, crooks, lowlifes, ne'er-do-wells, if you will. And look at them coming together as a family and having a good time anyway. Despite their struggles, I want to feel that. And I think Rockstar is going to make me feel things again. It does kind of look like her, don't it? That stern expression. I very much want that to be the case. Keep moving.
Each gang member over the course of the game.
So, you save the silly bastard's life, then you and him go robbing sheep.
Help.
That was cool alone. Boy again. Maybe John. That chick again. Dutch back there doing something. He's doing him.
Helping the camp with food and supplies will
Look
keep
at...
morale.
I'm going to tell you right now, we're at a freeze frame right now. I want you to pay attention to some things. A, lighting and shadows. B, what's going on here? So it's a community. It's you guys. That's our guy that says brother a lot. Look at the physics on this deer. This deer is dead. You are carrying him back, which means hunting is so much more than it was in the last game. Let me tell you something. This deer can decay. If you put this deer on your back for multiple days at a time, it would just rot. Rot up, it would have decomposition. So anyhow, we're going to look at this. I'm going to rewind it. Take a look again this time with all those things I mentioned. Bingo, Borf. The hair on the deer is detailed. But let's move.
Morale high while spending time with.
Here we are again. Pay attention. This looks like it's either morning or evening. To me, with all the fog and kind of density of the fog, reminds me of morning. And if anyone has ever been camping, this kind of hits home a little bit. When you wake up in the morning, you look around. This hits home for me. I don't know why. Maybe you too. We'll see. Keep moving. Pay attention.
Helping the camp with food and supplies will keep morale high while spending time.
I paid attention to the fact that the ears on the deer, the material that make them up is pretty stiff all the time. The physics, everything had the physics. Who are you, lady? Are you getting fresh with Arthur? Anyhow, everything has physics, and all the physics are very well done. And it feels so real. I'm excited. I don't know who you are, but keep moving.
And with other gang members can reveal.
Map of some kind of town. Looks to be well developed. Shit, it's upside down. I'm gonna crane my neck and see if I can't see it. It does look like a port town. That does look like water right there. Can anyone see? Because there is a word right here. I can't see it. Either walls or a port. I can't quite make it out. Looks like an N or an M or a... God, it could be a lot of things. I don't know who that is right there. A more developed Blackwater, but that's 2 words, and that looks to be the title of the town. There's a train depot. Those are railroad tracks. We have X's. They're planning. We have X here. Maybe an escape route, maybe something like that. Maybe they're planning a heist, because this looks like classic heist planning. Can I stop for a moment? Look at the rug. We have a rug here, and if you want to talk about Rockstar's eye for detail, we know this shit ain't perfect. There's pebbles. Pebbles on the rug. This is not a clean rug. There's pebbles on it. Moving on.
Real new secrets. Fun things to do.
Yes, everything about this scene right here. Yes, we get to drink. We know I like to drink. Arthur's drinking with a good old buddy. It seems here. Arthur does not see color. He's progressive for the time, and kudos to him. That's all we'll say. Let's rewind. Let's see this whole scene again.
And supplies will keep morale high, while spending time with other gang members can reveal new secrets. Fun things to do,
Hell
and
yeah.
opportunities for mischief.
How about you and me go?
At the camp, this is the guy we've seen before that says brother a lot. Or at least said it at least once. Which was enough to make it iconic. He's got some kind of personalized revolver here. You see that? There's red on the grip, blacked out everywhere else. Is that something we might be able to do in multiplayer? Customization of the pistol? Horses in the background doing horse things. Hey, horses. Tarps on the ground. Looks worn out. Maybe so. Maybe from use it's actually a little... Or maybe it's a design. We'll see. Let's keep moving.
Redistribute some property.
Probably a better angle to get him at. I'm not sure his name yet, but yeah, that's him. Boosh.
In and out of...
Holy God rays, Batman. Look at this shit. Looks to be their wildlife. You know this deer, there's no headlights, but he's still fucked. There's another one right there. He feels very fucked. We'll see. But I can tell I'm going to do... It's engraved, but engravings give no tactical advantage. Oh, we went full Metal Gear. Anyhow, this is so atmospheric. I can see most of my free time here when I'm not trying to help the gang out is going to be out here enjoying this. Just look at this. This is beautiful. Beautiful.
Camp, the world is alive and responds to the player.
Responds to you. Birds are flying. Okay, we got a really fat dude and some lady. Can't see it because of the damn thing, but stranger, it says L2, which is pretty indicative of a lock-on. I think it's to focus your attention on that individual person. You can aim your weapon right there. You can greet them. Hi, how are you? You can antagonize them. Fuck you. Once again, very atmospheric. Looks great, though. Very nice to look at, all of this. Anyhow, he's got his hand near the old gun, which means he's ready. I mean, that's why R2's for aim weapon. He's got to be ready.
It's a rare treat.
And your guns aren't the only way to interact with the
Ooh, hold on. Nope, go back, because that was awesome.
Treat.
And your guns...
Detailed everything. We got our satchel, knife, holster. All of this. Amazing detail. Looks like a nice knife. Be antagonizing everything. That's my life. I'll probably be... I tend to play a good character in video games like this. If you give me the option to be good, I like to be good. Unless you piss me off. That's the caveat. If that guy's a dick, if you're a dick, or if anything's going to be a dick, I'd be a dick back. In the worst of ways. You've seen me play games. Some of you have. That's how it works. Moving on.
aren't the only way to interact
He looks to be aiming a gun or pointing at him. Holy pistol whip Batman, that was the same person. Didn't have a good time. Arthur goes, bite me, bitch. That guy goes, what year is it? Stars. It's nighttime. Almost looks like Thieves Landing. Hold on, go back. Do you see Thieves Landing derivatives of this? Look, kind of Thieves Landing-y. Gives you a little bit of a green hue to everything. People are already being dicks to you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Aren't the only way to interact with the environment.
Fuck that guy.
Call out to a passing rider.
That's a nice horse.
That is a nice horse. Look at that horse. Ain't it nice? More God rays. Holy God rays, Batman. A waterfall. You're going to enjoy yourself. This entire game is going to be eye candy. The way the gear reacts to the movement off the player. Bingo. Physics on everything. The detail's amazing. This is why I bought the Ultimate Edition, folks.
Talk yourself into trouble with a local...
I believe we saw that gray earlier, so we're in that town at the very beginning of the thing. Holy shit, we're only halfway through this. Aim, weapon, greet, antagonize, and once again, take a look at the person with an L2. Some kind of garden type of deal, maybe? But the gray mill, we've seen that before. Hoof prints on the road. Yep, bingo. That attention to detail. We love details here, and we love a good game. Rockstar's notorious for doing that. Maybe less. Say it right now. Rockstar, if you could do a little less, microtransactions in this one, that would be great. Maybe, don't do, Red Dead equivalent to shark cards. Don't do shark cards in this game. Focus on earning the game. I just poured $100 into this and it's not even out. Throw me a bone. Just throw me a little bone. Moving on.
Tough guy.
Clear out.
Or out of trouble with a town.
Anyone see that? Probably did, but once more with feeling. Watch that lawman on this next shot.
Clear out.
Or out of trouble with a town.
This motherfucker, as suave as he is. Guns don't appear from nowhere anymore. Or they don't appear, they're not magically holding onto your hip. They are... There's stages to wanted. Good eye, Barrett. So he pulls the sling off. The gun's now in his hand. He means business. At this point in time, he means business, but he's not going to just shoot him outright. He wants to know what's going on. He gives you a chance to defuse, antagonize him, or lock onto the deputy, anything like that. Oh, so here's the thing that I'm thinking about. L2 is down there, but there's a full white bar around it, so maybe he's locking on to the person that he's going to be interacting with, and that's what you're doing? Maybe. This is your time to go, whoa now, maybe it's all a big old misunderstanding. They react to the lawman pulling out the gun. Once more time, let's look at the other people.
Clear out.
Or out of trouble with a town sheriff.
A little bit. A little bit. They look over at the deputy and go, whoa. Hold on. So now appear instead of wanted. Fuck off, YouTube. It says witness instead of wanted. So we have a single witness here that saw it. Unarmed assault. Probably beat the shit out of the dude. And this is your chance to stop him with a shot to the air, defuse it, antagonize him, and once again, he's not. We don't have our circle, so he's not locked onto him.
Or intimidate a witness into silence, and more.
Fuck that guy. We have another witness to unarmed assault. This Arthur seems to be a bit of a brawler. And we now have threaten, dismiss, beat. I'm gonna like beating people. And once again, the stranger down below. It gives you context. Once more, it says stranger. Is there a potential for everyone's a stranger until you figure out a little bit about them? And then they become, I don't know, stable boy or gunsmith, what have you. Who knows? But right now, he's a stranger that we're beating the shit out of. Arthur, please.
Your mouth shut. You're dead, friend.
Thank you.
Don't want to.
We beat the shit out of him. It was an option. Now we have something we came upon a lot in Red Dead Redemption, the first one. We come across bandits being bandits. And instead of the bandits either conning you and then shooting you if you don't like the con, this guy gives you a chance. Where you can rob the shit out of him. You can defuse and be like, leave me the fuck alone. I'll leave you the fuck alone. You can antagonize him by being like, wow, you're a dick. Go back since I kind of cut this one early.
You don't want to involve yourself with this.
Confrontations can be escalated or diffused.
Take it easy. Do what you want. I don't care.
You can form
Fuck that guy, right?
friendships.
God.
So we know this kind of tall, treesy area to be a big hunting area. We got a bear trap here. You can release someone from a bear trap. We kind of have things here. They're great. Awesome. Amazing. Amazing. Kind of a share. I will criticize. The rocks on this shore are kind of eh. Kind of eh. I'm just throwing it out there. I can only gush about it so much. I gotta find one at least criticism. Rocks on the shore textures are kind of eh. That's it. That's all I got.
You did it.
Or make enemies as you choose.
You killed my cousin.
No, I didn't. Kind of another town here. Oh, there's the inn. Is that the same inn? We'll see. Oh, it says apartments, so maybe he was up here in that previous scene, walking towards this. Ooh, bounties are still around. The reward's $100 for this motherfucker, whoever they be. Can you swim? I don't know. I got no evidence. The old light. Anyhow.
You sick son of a bitch.
Your actions have consequences.
Ooh,
and
look
it's
at
up to
him.
you to
Help or
decide
kill.
just how honorable Arthur is.
Should I have killed you, Jimmy Brooks?
Me?
Facial details. Holy shit. The inn was owned by someone too in the first game. Patterson something? Okay. Alright. Facial details. Shine in the eyes. Wrinkles. Facial hair. Teeth are not perfect. No offense to the guy who played this. I'm just going off of it. You know what I mean.
Shooting and fighting
Can tackle
have both
people
been radically
and then
improved
get them down to that.
to make combat deep.
Brawling is now
and
deep, as she
engaging
just
at all
said.
times.
It's more
Each
than
weapon-
just shooting or it's more than just the punches and the maybe a dodge every now and again. There's so much more to it. There's striking, there's blocking, there's grappling, there's tackling to the ground. As if you don't know, I like beating the shit out of people in video games. It's very nice, it's very therapeutic. I think I'm going to be therapied in this game. Let's go back and see that again. Back a bit. Holy shiny gun, Batman.
Shooting and fighting
The tackle,
have
the
both
grapple.
been radically improved to make combat
More grapples.
deep.
He shoves his
and
hands in his
engaging
face.
at all
It's
times.
dirty fighting.
Each weapon
Boosh.
has
Is that a Carcano rifle in the making? Who knows?
unique characteristics.
Here it is. The reloading is not just a guy's hand dancing around the gun for a bit and going reloaded. He's doing it. Look at this.
With realistic reload and recoil, it
Boom.
always keeps the
Awesome as shit. Pay close attention to this bit. Can I slow it down? Is that an option? Is there somewhere I can...
player grounded.
That's gross. Slow down. Also, look. Has anyone in here the Buffalo Rifle copy? Has anyone here played Max Payne? Because they borrowed something from Max Payne. That's what I'm seeing here. Buffalo Rifle is a single shot, Borf. Buffalo Rifle is a single shot rifle. Anyhow, Max Payne, you could only carry what you could carry. So, here we are. If your guy wants a shotgun down here, well, he's going to have to either have a sling like we saw, maybe that's an upgrade that you can craft or purchase, or he's just going to have to carry it and sacrifice a hand for another pistol. So here he is doing that right now. Here. Friendly vehicle. She sounds lovely. Quick switch up to that. Quick switch up to that. Maybe mute you until we're done here. Kill physics. I believe they're using the Euphoria engine for this. Where people take impacts and they kind of realistically fall from them. Boosh. He's just kind of stumbling. That was a headshot, I believe. Not ready for it. That guy missed. Another boosh. Impact. It was a shotgun. It's going to shoot you back a bit. It ain't playing nice. Ooh. Bandanas are back, baby. And that town is on fire. Look at that shit. Jesus H. I don't want to view the entire video like this, but it's kind of helping. Birds are still being scared. Damn birds.
Bond with your horse is crucial.
More horse details. We're talking about the bond with your horse now. Was that a pistol round, so you had to switch to double barrel. You saw that? One more time in full speed. He was! Instead of reloading, he... Oh, wait. That was way too early.
Characteristics. With
One more
realistic
time.
reload and recoil, that always keeps the player
He only had
grounded
one
and
round,
connected
no
to
more
the
pistol
action
rounds.
in
He
a
had to
gunfight.
switch. Okay. So we saw the little ammo hut up there. Puts 2 shells in, puts the hammers back. Goddamn. Realistic reloads. They're taking account for their weaponry. Awesome. Hell yeah.
In a similar way, the bond with your horse is crucial
Damn
and
right it is.
changes based on your
Horse brushing. Done. We're in. Hell yeah. I can brush the shit out of my horse. I'm down.
treatment of the animal.
That's a little detail that people don't bother to put in there. Brush your horse, build the bond. Horses like to be brushed. Fact. Horses like to be brushed. Brush your horse if you own one.
Hold still, girl.
Some breeds are better suited
No. You go back to that motherfucker.
of the animal.
Hold still, girl.
Some breeds are
Look at this muscled out motherfucker. Horse testicles confirmed. This is a realistic game. You're going to see anatomy. Love your horse. Wait, that was horrible to say after the test. You get to love your horse by brushing them and taking care of them and being good to them. It has nothing to do with the testicle comment I just made. Disclaimer. Jesus H. Borf, why'd you have to put it in there? That's also what she said. We're moving on. Very well defined. Oh, you know I'm going to say what we're thinking. Horse testicles? Worthy of a point out. Rockstar has never been afraid to be anatomically correct, and horses ain't no different. Anyhow, well-defined muscles, you can see them just absolutely just fucking every little detail. Yes, Borf, including the testicles. Moving on.
are better suited for certain tasks.
Logging. Are we doing logging in this game? That's cool. More than just... And that looks like a custom carriage, too. Look, it's a little run down. You can see these wheels have been places. They have seen things that men should not see. There's wear and tear. I like that. We look to be in some kind of developmental community. Moving on.
I got a fella been looking for...
Horse stables with more great lighting, atmosphere.
a decent workhorse like this for a while.
Your saddle and saddlebags.
Did you see that? Your saddlebags store your weaponry and your items. You actually flip up the pouch and take that bitch out one more time with feeling. Real feeling. Look at it.
I got a fella been looking for a decent workhorse like this for a while.
Your saddle and
Boosh.
saddlebags can store extra weapons.
And
Along
the
with
slings,
supplies
the
and
rifles,
animal carcasses.
and the animal carcass. You can put your shit on your horse.
That you pick up while out
Horse is so
roaming or
important in
hunting.
this game. Also, holy shot, Batman. Look at that. God rays. Evening, I'm assuming? Evening time? Birds, as always. Tall trees. Amazing river. Water is absolutely orgasmic. They did water so good. Water so well. Horse shit in the road. Did I miss that? A horse shit in the road. Maybe. Let's go back. Let's look for some horse shit.
Suited for
Worf
certain
pointed it out.
tasks.
I got a fella been looking for a decent workhorse like this for a while.
Your saddle and saddle.
Ooh, Borf is right. There's horse shit in the road.
Bags can store extra weapons.
Everybody poops.
Along with supplies and animal carcasses that you pick up while out roaming or hunting. Over time, the bond between you and your horse will grow.
Horse movements are
making
damn
them easier
good.
to control
More
in
hit
tense
markers.
situations.
Yeah, he's a great horse.
Wanted
Sorry
dead or
the
alive,
devil
it said.
got him.
Go back. I like that shot. That was beautiful.
Horse, aside from
Got ready to taking care of him. This guy looks to be the guy that gave you the horse, maybe? Doesn't really approve of the horse's behavior. That's a nice shot right there.
when the devil got him.
Oh, yep. See, your
rich
horse,
and
must once again be tamed, but in a much better way, in a much more in-depth way. So yes, your horse may occasionally disobey you, or their stamina might be shit in the first game. And the second time, they feel like a horse. That's a good way to put it. They feel like a horse. They're going to be ornery. They're not going to like everything you tell them. When they're getting shot at, unless they trust you implicitly, they're going to be like, fuck no, dude, I don't want to be shot at. Look at that fucking moose up there. Look at that moose doing moose things. What are you doing, moose? Beautiful shot, by the way. Say hi to your mother for me, moose.
Varied ecosystem thrives in the world.
Okay, moose got scared. Goodbye, moose. Say hi to, like I said, say hi to your mother for me. Off to see his mother. Amazing wilderness and atmospheric shots. Well done.
Full of predators
You do get a little indicator down here on the mini map that that crocodile or alligator, I'm not sure which in the lighting, is an asshole. Moving on.
Prey and scavenge.
The wildlife in this game has an emphasis on the life bit. They all have their things that they're doing. They're doing things out there. They have objectives. They've been given them. This is just an example. We have a decomposing carcass. These people are all about it. It's a croc? Crikey, mate. Okay. Flies. Flies! Flies like carcass. Carcass? If a cactus is a cactus, and a carcass is a carcass, and a cacti is a cacti, and would it be carcass? I don't know. Moving on.
Scavengers. All smart and sometimes
Look at these.
deadly.
You want to come with me?
Pretty damn realistic movement on these animals. Let's watch.
Prey and scavengers. All smart and sometimes
don't-
deadly.
You want to come?
The animals hate each other now. They're not all in cahoots against you when you go to the, what's that, the silent cabin? Where cougars fucking attack you at light speed and they're all communicating. We have insects, we have crocodiles, we have all these details, and it's amazing. There's that guy, like I said, he's going to help you hunt. What's he say right here? I don't know, let's look.
All smart and sometimes deadly.
You want to come with me? I'll show you how we hunt one.
Huh. Overhauled hunting, bow and arrow. We're hunting things we need as little damage as possible. Guns do damage. You can see the muscles move on the bear. We're going back. We're going back.
Prey and scavengers. All smart and sometimes deadly.
You
You want
can?
to come with me? I'll show you how we hunt one.
Hunting helps the camp or earns you money. Wound an animal and you'll have to track the
Little trail here. You wound the animal, you got to follow this trail. We did get to see this. You follow this trail to find them, and the trail is meant to basically imply that there's, you know, blood or a scent or something that you can find to track it down. But if you went strictly on that, it would be difficult to implement because, you know, shit. Anyhow, more wear and tear on that. We found our carcass.
them down.
Hey,
Animal pelts and other items you find can be
general
traded for
store. That was kind of a vibrant. There we go. Fresh bread, Prop J Worth, cloth, linen, Worth's general store, tobacco and soap. Good to be on the same sign. Fresh fruit, whiskey, groceries, dry goods. Very lively. There's people everywhere. Fresh bread. Don't forget that fresh bread.
and other items you find can be traded for cash to use.
This place is stocked with miscellaneous items. Attention to detail. Dolly Jacks. That looks nightmarish. That graphic is actually nightmarish. Anyhow, I don't think we're going to see Herbert Moon here, but I would cry with laughter if I saw a younger Herbert Moon. Things on display, jars, food, whiskey, canned goods, all that shit.
At
A lively
stores,
place.
gunsmiths,
Ooh. Display cases with guns in them. Personally, I think the gun Arthur has on him looks a little better than the ones in the case. My opinion. My opinion.
so
Oh, wait, hold on. I almost missed something.
for cash to use at general stores, gunsmiths,
He looks to be flipping through a catalog or something. Is it possible that you can special order things? If you go, hey, I want this in the catalog, can you tell this dude and he gets it in a couple weeks? I don't know. Cool. Moving.
saloons, and elsewhere.
Atmosphere as fuck. Look at this place. It's a saloon. It's bustling. People are trying to get their drink on. Maybe a gambling table right here. Who knows? Hi there. Saloons are going to be great again. It's all about that population, that realism, the atmosphere, and just that immersion. Ladies of the night. I don't want to assume anything.
This is God's own country.
Amazing shot. We got, is this potentially another veiled strangers and freaks mission? We'll talk about missions later. We'll talk about them later. We've been going at this for a bit. It's been an hour and a half. You know. People throwing up, damn right.
And I feel I'm in purgatory.
This is a world
Fox. God rays.
That is rich in depth and
Gun maintenance, maybe? Clean off your gun, make it look good, or it'll perform poorly? Who's to say? Can I admire for a moment the hair detail on his arms? That hair looks damn real to me. Done well. Done well. We have engravings, which offer no tactical advantage, but they're great. They look fancy. That's nice. Gun maintenance, potential.
detail.
I was looking at chat. I missed that.
Rich in depth and detail.
Fuck that guy up with the double barrel. We're in the swampland again. Look how scary this all looks in the moonlight and those scary ass malformed trees. Atmosphere. A scary one.
All designed to be explored on horseback.
That reminded me of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, that entire move. Watch it again.
All designed to be explored on horseback or on foot.
Horses don't move like robots anymore. Don't. They have momentum. They have physics. That's part of it. Moving on. Nice horsey.
As you live the fateful journey.
Wanted investigating, they're just investigating at that point. Instead of negotiating his way out of it, they got away. We got everyone here. See, is that lady? There's Dutch, Bill Williamson, maybe one more shot. Johnny Boy, Arthur.
On the run across America. In the next game.
Ooh, that's John. I'm about 90% sure. Atmosphere, eh? Hey, horse is very hoarse indeed. Look at this stagecoach. It's immaculate. Clearly for upper class individuals. And he don't give no fucks. So I'm gonna shoot the roof. We have got our bandanas on.
Play video. We'll look at mission.
That guy knows his shit's about to get rocked. You can see it on his face. Details. Boom! Hey, look, his shit got. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna spare myself my boner for a moment. Go back to this again.
We'll look at missions.
Boom! Ah! Eee! Ooh! You guys know I fucking love fishing. It was at this moment he knew he fucked up, guy on train. Yeah, he fucked up. He got up. That was a problem. He should have stayed down. He didn't. Fishing! Fishing!
Activities.
Fishing! You guys know how much I fucking love fishing. And at one point, a couple of you motherfuckers tried to tell me they're gonna cut fishing. You got zero rises out of me. I said, Rockstar, we're not taking up fishing. And you know, Rockstar said, hey, Craig Evans is out there. He wants fishing. He's a fisherman. In and out. And he wants fishing in this game. Let me tell you a story. Let's go back to Red Dead Redemption 1. I forget which social media outlet this was. I just said, I tagged Rockstar and I said, how great would this game be if there was also fishing in it? And out of the sea of tags that Rockstar received and ignored, they liked mine. They liked it. They hearted it. They did something. They liked / hearted it. You know why? They knew. They said, hey guys, for this kid here, well, not necessarily a kid, but for this kid here, next game, we're putting fishing in there. You're welcome. You're welcome for this. They heard me and they said, okay, Craig. We're on a first name basis. Okay, Craig. It's in. Fishing, everybody. Not only fishing, fishing with buddies.
Enemy gangs.
Fuck those guys.
Robberies.
Holy shit.
Other things to do.
Descriptive. We're back here again. There's our fresh bread. There's our Worth's General Store.
and much more, including the evolution
Wanted Dead
of
or Alive.
sharpshooting.
Was it? That's a woman right there. That woman got in on the fight. Maybe she's one of ours. 3 bad guys. I'm going to show you a detail that I pray I get to look super cool and smart on in this little Deadeye scene here. I pray. We're back in that town again because there's the church. We like this town, apparently. Let's go back.
And much more, including the evolution of sharpshooting using the Deadeye system.
Did you notice that? Let's back up so I can show you it if you didn't. This is a good spot. We're going to go slow-mo. We're going to mute it so we don't have to hear her go. He's going Deadeye. Look, one hand right now. He's got one target. It's not a deal. Hold on. He's on to target 2. Now he's moving with multiple. He moves down with his other hand for the fan. He's going to fan the revolver now because he's got multiple targets needed for rapid fire. Lock, boom, boom, boom. One hand's good for one. I'm going to need to fan this bitch. Attention to detail. Boom, boom, boom. I pray to God that I noticed this and you didn't. Strictly so you could come to my stream and go, holy shit, look at that. Little gun twirl. We saw it one more time. Little gun twirl. There it is. Red Dead Redemption 2, everybody pre-order that shit. Once again, this video was captured entirely from in-game footage. That was all the game. That was no cinematic. That was all game. Holy shit, guys. Leave you there. That was our breakdown. A very long breakdown of Red Dead Redemption 2's official gameplay video. And I hope that was mind-boggling for you. I hope that was crazy as it was for me. Slow clap. Because that was, oh my lord, well done. I got to see some of this earlier this year, this kind of gameplay stuff. But now to actually show it to you guys, that's some cool stuff. That is some cool stuff. So this would now end the very beginning of the stream, the first half of the stream in which we talk about this trailer, gush about it, and cry.